Dog treats can be really expensive. Have you noticed? I was in the store the other day and I saw a bag of these like chicken flavored dog treats for $15. Yes, they wanted $15 for a bag of, I don't know, some sort of like chicken flavored things. Well, today I'm going to show you how to make dog treats for pennies on the dollar. And guess what? We're going to be using real chicken, as in like real chicken. So yeah, today we are going to be making crispy chicken skin. You could call it chicken chickaronis. You can call it chicken cracklins. But basically what we're going to be doing is taking chicken skin and just frying it up. Now, if you're like me, sometimes the favorite part of fried chicken is that crispy skin. And that's exactly what we're going to be making for our dogs. Now, just like with us humans, you probably don't want to be having your dogs eat this all the time. This is a treat after all. But as a treat, this is totally natural and there's no guesswork as to what's in it. There's no mystery ingredients. It is just chicken skins. So today I'm going to show you how to make fried chicken skins for your dog, and let's be honest, these things are so good that you're probably going to sneak a bite too. So here's how to make it happen on the cheap. So here's what you need for this. It really isn't much. What we're going to be working with are chicken thighs, and I love working with chicken thighs because first of all, they're super cheap. I actually got these for half price. I got this for just a little over $4, and as you can see, this is actually the whole thigh. And what I'm going to show you how to do is how to take the skin off and then fry it up. And then of course, after that, you get basically skinless chicken thighs that you can use in anything else. You could use it for some of the other recipes we've made, like chicken and rice, or of course you can throw it on the grill or use it for yourself. You'll also need a pan. This is a heavy pan and you're going to want probably the most durable pan you have. This is just a stainless steel pan. And this is a big one, a splatter screen. You're definitely going to want this, and I will show you why in a minute. But first, I'm going to show you how to remove the skin from the chicken thigh, and it's actually really, really easy. Here's how to do it. Okay, so as I said, we're going to be working with chicken thighs here, and this is just a chicken thigh. And to get the skin off, it's actually really not that hard. All you really need are your hands and maybe a sharp knife. So here's what you do. Basically, you just kind of put your finger under this part, kind of under the end here, and just pull. Just pull it right off. See? And voila. We now have a chicken skin. Now what I'm going to do is just kind of put this on a tray and line these up. Now what you get is then a skinless chicken thigh. And this is a great cut of meat. This is a dark meat. And this is great in a stew. This is great on a grill. You can bake it. So you have the skin and then you also have this great meat to use afterwards. So I'm just going to set this aside and we'll use this for something else. So again, we're just going to take our thigh and just kind of, don't be afraid to get dirty. Just kind of get your fingers in there and pull. And see? Just comes right off. Now, if you do have a little bit of trouble, what you can do is take a sharp knife like this. This is just a fillet knife. This is a cheap one that I got at Smart and Final. It's actually a really good knife. They're only like $5 or $6. What you can do is just take your knife and just kind of see where this skin ends. Just kind of cut right here. And voila, you have your skin and you've even got a little bit of meat. My dogs love not just the skin that's fried up, but this little chunk of meat here too. Delicious. So I'm going to do this for the rest of these thighs. I think there's probably about 10 in this pack. We're going to take the skins off. Then I'm going to put the chicken pieces in another container, and then again, I'll use those for something else later. So let's do it. And Remember, you're working with raw chicken, so as always, definitely wash, scrub, sanitize your hands after that, and any surface that has come into contact with the chicken, your knife, your cutting board, etc. Raw chicken, make sure everything's clean. All right, I've peeled all the skins off of my chicken, and what I've done is I've just put them on a tray. So these are the skins that we're going to be frying up. But guys, check this out. I also got all this chicken out of it too. So this is just, there's like 10 pieces of chicken thighs here. And remember, I bought all this chicken for just over $4. That's crazy. So the dogs are going to get some awesome treats out of this, and my family and I are going to get chicken. So like win-win, right? So now that the skins are off the chickens, it's time to cook them up. So here's my piece of advice though. Cook them outside. They create a lot of grease, a lot of smell. If you're able to cook outside, cook outside. You don't even need a special setup, as you'll see. So if you can cook them outside, do that. That's where we're gonna go. But first, wash those hands. And remember, wash everything that came in contact with the chicken. I'll meet you outside. Okay, so here we are outside. And like I say, if you can cook these outside, I highly encourage you to do it. Otherwise, there's gonna be a lot of grease and smoke and kind of ick in your kitchen. So you don't need an elaborate setup to do so. Until we get our barbecue put in, I'm just cooking on a propane Coleman stove. So, hey, that's what I have right now, so that's what I'm gonna use. But use whatever you have. So here's how to make crispy chicken skin treats for your dog. So almost always when you cook, you wanna heat the pan first, but this is actually an exception. Because these skins are so fatty, it's kind of like bacon. Put them in flat and that's gonna help them cook flat. Otherwise, if you put them directly into a hot pan, they can curl. So in this case, even before I light the grill, I'm going to put my skins down into the pan. And remember, splatter screen is your friend here. These can be a little expensive depending on where you shop, but I've seen them as low as like $5 at places like Cost Plus. So it's gonna get pretty trashed, I'll warn you now. So if you can find one cheaper, use it. You'll also notice that I have 2 sets of tongs. I want to avoid cross-contamination. So I'm gonna use one set for the raw and another set for when I'm flipping the cooked. Skins are in the pan, and it only takes about maybe 5 to 10 minutes to cook. I've got this over about medium heat, and it seems tame now, but once these things start to cook, you're really going to hear them start to sizzle, and that's where you're definitely going to want to put the splatter screen on. So here we go, we're cooking chicken skins. By the way, don't be surprised if your neighbors think that, I don't know, like a KFC franchise has moved in next door, because you're definitely going to smell some serious fried chicken here, and it smells really, really good. Okay, it's been about 5 or 6 minutes, and I'm actually going to give these guys a flip. So here's how to do that. Just kind of take your tongs and be careful because there's a lot of grease, remember. And just kind of pull. And flip. And we'll probably flip these again just to make sure everything is done. Smells so good out here. So it's been about 10 minutes and our skins are pretty much golden brown, crispy, and delicious. And that's basically what you're looking for. So once they're done, remember, use a different set of tongs because you don't want cross-contamination. I'm going to take these skins out and put them into a bowl below. And it's totally okay to just kind of keep flipping until they're nice and done. Again, you're looking for this. You want them to be nice and golden brown, totally cooked through. And if there is a little bit of meat on the end, just on this one, just make sure you cook it until it's 165 degrees, nice and cooked through. Okay, our first batch of chicken skins are done, and as you can see, there is a lot of grease in the pan. Now, if you want, you can put the other layer of skins in there, and they're just going to fry up even more. There's going to be even more crazier frying and splatting. But I do encourage draining at least probably once through this process. So you don't have to drain now, but you can. It's a little less splattered. But here's how you just drain. What I'm doing is I'm just going to take this pan, and I've got another kind of a bowl here, and I'm just going to set this on the ground because that's what I'm working with, and just kind of drain this. That's all the fat that's coming off of that chicken. Now, as for the grease, don't put that down your drain. Make sure you toss that because you don't want that clogging up your drains. So let's throw the next batch into the pan now. And here we go. Crispy chicken fried skins that your dogs are going to love. And let's be honest, you're probably going to have a bite of these too. As for serving, wait for these to cool to about lukewarm, and then you can give them to your dogs, and then be sure to refrigerate the rest. After that, you can give them to your dog straight out of the refrigerator, or if you want to make it extra special, just kind of warm them in the oven for a bit until they get to about lukewarm. But either way, your dogs are going to get an awesome, crispy chicken treat that is super easy to make, super natural, and super cheap. How great is that? As always, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please like, please subscribe. If there's anything you want to learn how to cook for your dogs or any questions you have, comment below. As always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Who wants crispy chicken skins?
Come on.
Who wants crispy chicken skins?
What do you guys think?
Chicken skins?
What do you guys
Crispy
think?
chicken skins? Crispy chicken skins for the win. Good boy, good girl. Good boy, good girl.